Good evening, everybody. It's time for another slow car, fast car night. We got the slow car guys up first. They're just finishing up practice. Got about 25 seconds left. We got 87s tonight at iRacing Super Speedway with a little bit of a custom setup. These boys are going to have a handful. So for slow car, I've at least got Diesel in the booth with me for a little while. I'm sure you're probably running fast car later. So
that's the plan.
That's the plan. But no, it should be, I'm hoping for, a decent night tonight. We'll see how it goes. How we doing, Nate? I have been hard at work on actually a lot of things lately since the last stream, and I'll kick my camera on so you guys can see really quick. If I can get this turned on, there we go. As you can see, I'm back in a construction zone. This is where my desk used to be that I work at. That's now moved over to here, and I've been drywalling and all sorts of things. So we're doing all sorts of things around here to make this room a little bit better. But we've got a little bit of a shake up tonight in race control. Dennis is handling everything. JD's taking the night off, and so I got Dennis's head race control, and then Robin and Corn helping out for at least slow car. So we'll see what happens with when we get to fast car. I think it's still going to be the three of them, plus I think maybe Dennis's wife might be jumping in there. But oh, the other thing is we don't have a choose car for this, so we're going to have to use the pit road exit V area. So nobody's going to get demolished in this one tonight. Maybe in the next one. Ron, that's probably because it hard set it, buddy. Or at least it should have, because I did double check that. Because actually, the way that it's set, it should force the quali setup on by default, and then set the during race, it'll force the race setup back on. So, but let's get some race info up while we're sitting here. So, like I said, 87s at iRacing Super Speedway. They got 20 laps, one fast repair, unlimited fuel and tires. There is no beef still. Beef is banned until I say otherwise. They're 65 degrees. I tried to cool the track off because these tires just get insanely hot. So it should be a little bit more enjoyable for them. And like I said, we do have a pretty fast setup for these guys tonight.
It's weird seeing one of these sessions that's not 148 degrees.
Well, here I could have turned it up, but I know with the bias plies it's already funky, and then the high banking, like it can get a little weird. So I figured, well, it will be better to just keep the temp down. So also for those that are in the watching the broadcast, if you're running fast car tonight, you will have to qualify. We will be paring the field down to 43 cars. So.
Well, I'm screwed.
Yes, Corn, I use SDK. You might be surprised, Diesel. We'll see how many cars we get, though, because it is iRacing Super Speedway, and a lot of people don't want to buy it.
Actually, I do have a question about that. If you're paring the field down to 43, how do you guarantee the choose cars get in?
Because we disqualify everybody after the top, like that. So the session's set to 60, and you're just gonna have to qualify as long as you're above 43rd or above. You'll make it in. Everybody else gets disqualified except for the choose cars.
Gotcha.
So,
I was thinking that might be the way it was done. Uh-oh.
He asked if we got tired of people asking why there's a car parked on the backstretch.
Honestly, that's just a staple of the races at this point.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's almost like the joke. I need to like make another shirt that says, why is there a car parked on the backstretch with a choose car parked? Good God.
Better yet, make it a picture of the choose car getting absolutely obliterated.
There's already one like that. Dan Shaver actually bought the very first I Survive FASCAR shirt. So, and it's funny because it's Dan destroying the choose car.
Should have made it when Korn destroyed me as the choose car.
Oh God. Dan's was too good because Dan hit Dennis doing like 200 miles an hour. I'm not even kidding you.
Yeah, Korn's wasn't much slower.
My God. Well, this was it Gen 4? It was like Gen 4 on Gen 4 hate crime. I'm not even kidding you.
Ooh.
So.
Speaking of, are we going to start cycling in the new ARCA cars once they come out?
Actually, it's funny you mentioned that. So I would pay attention for an impromptu session at some point this week. We're going to put
Hell yeah.
We're going to put the ARCA cars out there. We'll probably do something with Dega or something like that, something easy, let everybody have fun with. So all right, we've got 16 cars in the field, so SLOCAR is slowly growing, I guess. DJ Sickable going to put it on the pole. Ian Craig going to be on the outside. Patrick Connell in third. Brian Hebbard in fourth. Tyler Moore fifth. Gabriel Griffin sixth. Tyler Stroll seventh. Anthony Oliver in eighth. Nicole Daly ninth. Ron St. Louis 10th. Ray Coyle in 11th. Don Snutch is going to come in 12th. And then we've got RJ Hurst in 13th. Jace Chance in 14th. Miguel Saldana 15th, and Dan Shaver in 16th is going to round out your grid. So what's the over under for cautions? Well, we only got 16 cars, Scott, so we'll see.
Yeah, but this is iRacing Super Speedway.
It gets weird. It does. There's nothing I could do about it, but I think it makes for some fun.
I'm going to put it out there and say we're going to have 4 cautions.
4?
Mm-hmm.
It's 20 laps. You sure about that?
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm willing to bet, I don't want to say this. In fact, I'm not even going to say the name, but I think a certain somebody will get caught up in the second caution. I think you know exactly who I'm talking about.
Oh, I don't know. I think he's gonna make sure that he stands his ground after talking to him. We'll get to that a little bit later, though. So
they do have a new nickname.
Ron said, "Shut up." I'm just gonna put this up on stream. We all love Ron. We're gonna put the Eliminator paint scheme up there. And by the way, if anybody's wondering what the animation is above it, it's Gerard Butler in 300 kicking the guy down into the well. That's what that is. So I know that for a fact because Cornway actually asked me what I thought of it.
This is FASCAR.
Yeah, pretty much. Can only load setup. What? That doesn't make sense that he can only load the quali setup.
Who?
Don just said that. It should have forced the race setup.
There's no... Seriously? There's no way.
Yeah, no. It should automatically load the race setup. Because I double verified by creating from the last session, and it's exactly the same. So if it becomes an issue for this, then we'll I'll just hard set it to the race setup for everything for for FASCAR.
Yeah.
It's just weird that it would do that. All right.
Would you quit kicking people into the pit of death?
Oh God, I forgot all about that damn movie. That movie's funnier than hell.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
It's a spoof on 300. It's hysterical. Their numbers don't count for shit. All right. DJ second, we're going to lead them to the line. We're going to get this thing underway. Here we go. Good Lord, I'm already seeing 3 wide. I'm going to switch
I was about
this.
to say.
I'm going to switch this over to the banner because it's just easier to see everything.
Ooh.
We'll see how long before somebody overheats the shit out of their tires.
What are the odds somebody misjudges the bump in turn 1?
Oh, pretty high. We're going to turn on our track map too.
Ooh, 10 and 87 touch there.
Yeah.
Oh, and they're doing it again.
That high lane, it's dangerous.
Yep. Speaking of,
Oh,
somebody's
somebody
in the
getting
wall.
way loose on the bottom.
He smacked the
My
wall.
God.
That's what happened there.
Appreciate it, Tonto. I'm just, oh shit, the 32's loose.
Oh, he's around.
There it is.
Oh. Oh,
I
and
can't
Ron
click-
got destroyed.
Oh, holy shit.
Oh, that's a lot of death.
We're gonna go back to that.
Oh my God.
My God.
I have
gonna-
to say, number 10 has a very apt sponsor, Liquid Death.
We're gonna go here. Yeah, the 32 just gets loose. The 10 hits him. Oh, Ron had nowhere to go.
Yep.
Holy cow. Poor Ron. Oh, and he got a 3.5 minute tow?
Oh my God. I gotta say though, the
Hold on,
32 and the 10 went for a ride.
We're gonna go back. I want to look at Ron's view on this. Like, we're gonna go cockpit if I can find this stupid button. There we go. Yeah, Ron's off the gas. I almost wonder if the 32 just didn't hold his brakes, because it looked like he just kind of rolled up.
You know what? Let me check that real quick.
It just looks like he rolled up. Go TV2. So, well, these boys got a nice little caution brake here, so that should give Ron a minute to catch up, because I think they just caught the pace car because of where everything was. So
I can confirm the 32 did not hold his brakes.
I was wondering.
Well, I think that's half the field gone right there.
Yeah, a lot of guys coming down to pit road, so
Whoever's in the blue car is deciding to keep racing with a crumpled front end.
that'd be RJ.
Godspeed, fake JD.
Man, I can't believe the death. That was big. That was really fucking big.
That was massive.
That actually works pretty good.
Just got to make sure that people abide by what they chose.
Right. It's about a 50-50 split. So, Ron, I don't think you had a chance on that one, my man.
Yeah, there was no opening. It just
I-
got right in front of you.
I don't even think if you slowed down, it was going to help.
No, there's no way. Because it happened really quick and it just covered every single lane. I think the
Okay.
17's got some right front damage.
So Tyler Stroll is going to bring us to the line. He's our control car here. I wouldn't be surprised if a few people saved a fast repair.
I just wonder if that's going to impact DJ and the 17 at all, because they both have damage.
We're green. We got a few people that are almost going to Kyle
Oh.
Busch this thing.
And the 77 makes a jump right away. I think that's the 77.
I got the 11.
No, that's
car.
the 11.
Patrick Connell, last week's SLOCAR winner. We don't need no stinking brakes. Hey, Ron's off of pit road. Even though we call him Pit Road Ron.
Well, now he's the eliminator.
Yep. 3 wide down the backstretch. Patrick Connell going to keep leading. Jesus.
Oh, Nesquik.
That 30 car got loose.
The 91 touched the apron and damn near lost it.
Who's the 91? Oh, Miguel?
Yep.
Yeah, they're 3-4 wide in the back. DJ Sigma back to the lead, but Brian Hebbard running a very close second. They're kind of back and forth right now. Oh, and he's loose. Does he save it?
Nope. Nope. That's death.
Oh,
That's a lot more death. Well, that's going to be our second caution.
Oh,
Ron, hit the brakes.
Jesus.
I think that was Shaver that just ate the wall.
I think so too. We're going to change the view here for a second.
See a tire rolling across the track.
And then we're going to go to the 10 car, or not the 10. I need the 11. I need the 11 car. That's what we need. So Patrick Connell's on the bottom. He hits the brakes to try to check up, and there was a net code hit. Good God. Where's poor Ron at in all of this?
He was off pace because he just came off a pit road, thankfully.
Yeah, he went around the high lane. Oh, man. Patrick's car is still rolling, but screwed. Don said
Savage
he's
says
out.
she's out.
Yeah, I see that too. Maybe I should have given it more spoiler.
Yeah, 20 degrees. That's risky.
I mean, we were playing with 20 degrees with 4 of us in a line and didn't have a problem. And the temperature was hotter.
Yeah, but here's the difference. Y'all know what you're doing.
I had Ron, Scott, Daryl, Gooch, and somebody else. There's a bunch of us in there testing it.
Yeah, and a number of those do know what they're doing with these cars, especially with low spoiler angles, but some of these drivers, they don't really have the experience of that.
Well, it was funny because with a 30, it was too tight. Like the damn thing would just push up the track. It almost needs like a 25.
Remember back in the day when you could actually set an exact angle of what you wanted?
Oh, I know. I miss it. I really do. So we got guys getting laps back. We'll probably have some guys save a fast repair if they're smart. 13 to go. Scott, if you get it set up right, it's not really a horror show. You can actually run the high lane around here really smooth.
Also, I'd like to point out that my prediction was 4 cautions. We're not halfway done yet, and we have 2.
Well, it's a long race. Anything can happen. I mean, it's 20 laps, you know.
Just putting it out there.
I mean, I could give the fast car guys the default 87 setup for this, and
Nah, let them deal with it. If these guys got to deal with it, so do the pros.
That's fair. That's a fair statement. So we've got 6 that are off of pit road. I'm sure we're going to have some others heading through the field here shortly. Got a total of 10 cars on the lead lap right now.
I'm showing 9. Did somebody get a lap back recently?
Yeah, Ron got a lap back.
Okay.
And I've got Patrick on pit road right now fixing damage, so I imagine he'll get rolling here in a minute. Yep, I see his car dot moving. Pro is a big word for us.
Well, I didn't want to
hold on,
say the high iRating people.
Somebody's said they've got 16 minutes of repairs. I don't know who just said that.
Oh. Got to be one of the people on pit road still.
Yeah.
And we're green again.
DJ Sickman lead. Does it look like that car had damage on the nose of it?
Yeah, he's had damage the whole time.
Okay, I didn't know. Yeah, he's got a little bit of damage off that right side, probably saving that fast repair. Don's got 43 minutes of required damages.
That's a blown engine.
Yep, that's a done deal.
Exactly, Justin. I didn't want to say high numbers.
It's funny. Some of us have ran into that person this week. Tyler Stroll out to the lead.
DJ's off pace and down low.
Yep.
That front end damage is hurting him.
I think if he gets a car in front of him.
Ooh.
Oh, Ian said he's got 16 minutes of damage. Okay.
Ah.
I could just barely hear it, Ian, in my ears. I've got everybody pretty much turned down. The stream can't hear you guys, but I can a little bit, so. Just in case.
3 wide.
Oh, man, they're going to gang up on Tyler in a second. Do they survive through 1 and 2? Oh, there's a bump.
They touched. Oh, man, this is not going to end well.
Almost lost it again.
They touch coming off the corner.
Jeez, oh, Pete's 3 wide still. I think people are hitting the bottom lane too hard. I think that's what's happening. Because this thing should go easily a couple of laps without issue.
Yeah, there's that 4-letter word. Should.
Oh, the 91 gets loose.
3 wide.
We got Dennis's wife sneaking up the inside. She's down there in the 27. DJ Sickman continuing to lead. All right. We got Brian back to the lead. He moved it off the bottom this time.
They're using every single possible lane.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I'm so used to Super Speedway seeing everybody in 1 or 2 lanes, not all 6.
Yeah. I've got Ron crashed. What?
Wait, what?
What happened to Ron?
I had it focused on crashes and it didn't show anything. Oh, 67's loose. He's gone. And death.
Oh.
He's helicoptering.
That's what I get for looking at.
I'll go back and take a look at what happened to Ron. You check out that helicopter.
I'm going to grab the 67.
Okay, Ron just got loose in the turn. That's it. He saved it.
Okay, so no damage or nothing?
Nope. He's good. But yeah, that 67 went for a friggin' ride.
Holy cow.
Oh, yeah.
I don't understand what the issue with the setup is right now, because like I said, we tested this. This thing was going to be awesome racing. I'm very confused at the moment as to what changed. So
It's like watching a pissed off swarm of bees.
Well, I'm just reading Dan's comment in the chat, and yeah, like I said, I've got the track temp way down, Dan. So the whole point was to get it high grip and make this car handle really well, and it was doing that. And it should not be running like this right now, and I'm kind of wondering what the hell happened. So
Yeah, Scott makes a good point. I wonder if they're burning their tires up too fast.
that could be overdriving the corner, maybe.
Maybe.
It feels like if you get a bit of a run, you lose the back end slightly through the turns. Yeah, it almost sounds like the run's coming at the end of the straightaway. And if that's the case, you're probably gonna have to check up just to get it to handle. The murder hornets. Oh, man.
Yeah, I think people just need to kind of back off in the corner just a little bit on entry.
Yeah, I think just a slight lift would be more than sufficient.
Yeah.
So, I think
If they do that, it should balance out.
This should be a long caution because we are halfway, so that'll let some guys catch up and things of that nature. So, bring everybody back up to the front. Or most people back to the front. We got a couple of people still on pit road.
Am I wrong in thinking that all 3 crashes so far have been helicopters?
You're not wrong. That happens here every time. Did I just hear a wreck or something? Maybe I'm crazy.
Maybe somebody got loose. I'm not seeing anything.
I'll get a few guys coming in. I think Ron's gonna maybe pit, cycle to the back.
Nicole is coming out of the pits, and her car is still completely destroyed.
Oh, Jesus!
Oh yeah.
Man, that's rough.
That's a car that don't know how to car anymore.
Yeah. Maybe I should have given an extra fast repair since it is ISS. Oh, man.
Yeah, and especially for slow car, I think that might be a good thing to consider going forward.
Yeah, at least for a little bit. We're, like I said, we're slowly getting a group of cars here every week, so that's a positive. Like this week we're up to 16. I anticipate this to grow more. Keep in mind, guys, if you're wanting to race in slow car, it's a D 1.0 or higher, and no higher than a 1500 I rating. That'll get you in. If you're over any of those, or if you're over the I rating, you're gonna need a C 1.0 to get into FASCAR.
Also, we're trying to get this set up as a league for vetting the drivers, so join the league.
So if any of my drivers are watching that run FASCAR, search FASCAR in the leagues. It's going to make it easier to where I can vet new people and things of that nature to get them in and keep the racing a little bit more precise, shall we say.
Gary, we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, Gary missed it. Brian Hebert going to be your leader.
And we're green.
Here we go.
87 out to the front and taking 30 with him.
He's gone.
Oh, 3 wide.
Yeah, holy shit.
Uh-oh. This is going to be trouble.
All good, Daryl. It happens, man. We got it sorted. They make it through turn one. I like Ron's plan. He's all the way at the back. My thing is if I'm Ron, I ride at the back. I wait to see where things going or where things go, and then I back out if I need to. So, all right, Nick. Oh God, the 17
and the 72 and the 3 and the 91. Get through, Ron!
Just skated through. Holy crap!
Hell yes, Ron.
I think I think the 17 clipped the apron. I think that's what happened there. We're gonna far chase that.
Well, that is officially the 4th caution.
Oh God, yeah, he really clipped the apron, sent the 30 into the wall with him.
Oh yeah. I didn't even have time to react. Everybody went to the wall.
I mean, at least the 17 did the smart thing and left it up in the wall.
Oh yeah.
Like I commend him for that. I appreciate that. I don't think there's a lot of damage to that car. So
what we should do is see Ron's perspective on that, because good Lord.
Oh, actually, that's a very valid point. Let's do that. Let me go back to where the yellow's at. We'll roll this back and we'll ride on board with Ron here.
His whole life flashed before his eyes.
You see him check and then he smashes the gas.
If gap car.
Yeah. Yep.
He is the lone Buick in the field. He's got to make it. And that has put him into 4th right now.
Yes. Patrick Connell, your leader right now.
So the top 5 is 2 Fords, 2 Chevys, and a Buick. Not a Pontiac in sight.
Do I see another Buick back there?
Wait, is there?
I'm looking.
Oh, crap.
Yeah,
the
Miguel's
91
in the
might
Buick.
be a Buick.
Yeah, Miguel's in the Buick.
Okay, so we've got 2 Fords, 2 Chevys, and 2 Buicks in the lead.
We've still got 11 cars on the lead lap. Nicole's getting some more damage fixed. Then we got Ray and Ian on pit road. Looking at a couple things. Ray's getting damage fixed right now. I'm gonna go ahead and choose this time. I like how Ron straddles the fucking V and then goes high.
Ron's just like, I want to keep my options open.
Right?
Oh, almost the full field going to the high side.
Yeah, that's... I mean, it's probably not a bad idea because it sets you up smooth through the corner.
Yeah. Good point. But then you have to worry about the people on the bottom getting loose and taking you out.
Right. But, Gary, back to your question about the ARCA car. We may do an impromptu... I'm going to call it a FASCAR free-for-all. Probably do it at, like, Talladega at some point this week, and I'll stream it, so...
Savage is out with 32 minutes of repairs.
Oh, that sucks, Ray.
Pace car's off. And here we go. Ooh. Some awkward bumps happening back there.
And Patrick Connell's still going to continue to lead. 3 laps to go. Do we make it to the white?
I'm going to say yes. I think that my prediction of 4 cautions is going to be right, and we're not going to have another one.
You think it's going to hold?
Yeah. Oh, they're 3 wide.
Ooh, Ron going to the high side.
He's making the move.
It's actually it's a smart play to hit the high lane because it doesn't unsettle the car. Ron St. Louis to the lead.
Get it, Ron.
But the high lane's got the best transition, and then if you exit low, it works really, really well. Patrick Connell trying to make it work on the low lane. Ron back to second. Brian Hubbard is into the lead.
I don't think Ron's too worried at the moment.
No, we just got to make it back to the white flag.
I believe in y'all. You can do it.
I think they can make it.
Don't get greedy.
Yep, I think they can make it. Ooh, Ron getting a little loose there. Brian Hubbard's still your leader.
18 and 67 almost followed him up.
Yeah, I think Ron's got the pedal part figured out, so I think we're good there.
White flag.
White flag.
This race is in the bag, boys and girls.
It's anybody's.
We got a blinker.
It's anybody's game right now. Oh no!
Oh no 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 no!
Oh my God!
Oh, shit.
Who the hell's the leader? Who's gonna win this thing?
That's the whole damn field.
Patrick Connell got away first.
He has very little damage. He might make this stick.
Oh my God. There's guys with blown motors. There's guys rolling over. What the hell?
That was literally the whole field.
We're going to go back and look at that in just a second here.
We got Patrick. RJ Hurst is next. Miguel is limping that car back.
Where's...
Okay.
I don't...
Here's the funny thing. Nicole with her battered car might take third.
So Patrick Connell's going to win.
Sorry, that's hilarious.
RJ Hurst comes home in second. I think
Nicole's gonna get third.
Nicole's gonna get third.
And DJ is gonna get fourth.
Oh my God. Okay.
Props to Miguel for limping that thing to fifth.
Hold on. What the fuck happened there?
Hey JD.
Oh my!
You missed a hell of a race.
What in the actual shit happened? Okay, hold on. I gotta get the right car here. Cause it like, what? I mean, okay, this is nuts. I mean, this is track blocker, but I'll go off of Ron because I saw him get loose at the same time that I saw the leader. They both like. You've got the 10 and the 18 super close behind, right? We'll just play this through at quarter speed. But actually, Ron's got more room. I think the tires were starting to get hot on Ron's car. The 87 just gets turned because the 10's so close. But then all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, and both Ron and the 18 got loose at the same time. So the front four all got loose. And that just cascaded into everyone getting caught up.
We're going to watch Patrick because Patrick got lucky. It caught the banking and kept him somewhat straight to where he didn't nail the shit out of somebody. I just utter death.
I think that has to go into the Hall of Records as the wildest finish for one of these races.
I will, dear. Give me a second. I've never seen anything kind of go off the rails like that, but yeah.
Crap.
Okay.
What just happened?
I don't really know, but we're gonna start doing some interviews. I'm gonna grab Patrick really quick and get him in here.
Corn, I think it's safe to say that
Patrick,
everything happened.
Yeah.
You're the only one that made it through.
Man,
Technically.
I was the weirdest field I've maybe ever been a part of.
I don't even like me and Diesel were just sitting here talking about this. I don't know. I don't even really know what happened. It just everybody spun at the same time. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I got a little net code there because I did not get loose at all. But when the 87 spun, my car just like lost it. I don't know. It made no sense. But
and it was funny. We were just looking at it. You got the luckiest because you're on the bottom, and it looks like when you spin, the front hits the apron, the rear stays up on the banking, so it's able to straddle it, which save you from hitting a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, I was kind of anticipating. Was it the 87? Was that
the 87 was in front of you.
I was kind of anticipating him spinning because, well, no beef, but we were running up front and then we got just destroyed by him earlier. So I was kind of anticipating him spinning there. So I tried to crank the wheel onto the apron when I saw him go around, but then all of a sudden my car went around. So, oh well.
Well, like I said, it looked like everybody just kind of went sliding right away, almost at the same time. It was almost unanimous. It was weird.
It's like oil or something up there, man.
Well, because we were watching Ron and the car that was behind him on the high lane, they both went loose instantly too. So both lanes just all of a sudden fell apart. I don't know if it was everybody trying to shove down into one to try to get the run coming out of two, but that was a wild one.
Hey man, I'll take it.
I think you've won the wildest race I've ever seen as far as an ending.
Yeah, I can't win a normal race. Last week I win pure torrential downpour, and then we back it up with the weirdest 87 race I've ever been a part of.
It happens. It happens. So,
hey, but we'll take 2 weeks in a row, man. I love SLOCAR. That's actually I'm enjoying SLOCAR more than FASCAR.
Well, you've got about 15 minutes. You'll be able to get to see if you can do it in FASCAR. So
that'd be pretty cool.
Damn it, who was that?
But all right, buddy. Well, congrats on the win. We'll let you go, and I got to get a couple more in here so I can get the next race fired up.
Yes, sir. All glory to Jesus. Thank you, guys.
Yep. All right. Oh, there goes our winner.
It's funny. It's funny you mentioned was there oil on the track? Dennis said the exact same thing.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and pull RJ in. RJ, second place tonight, buddy.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun.
That was wild.
That was interesting. It's terrifying.
Probably the best word.
Yeah. So the wreck happens. How do you make it through it? Or do you just wind up straightening it out and trying to get moving?
No, the big wreck on the end, I was looking ahead of me and I saw I saw everybody just starting to slide and collect, and I saw this hole, and I was like, my car was so planted, it was so stuck.
Yep.
And I saw that hole, and I'm like, I know the line, I know the car will stick to that line. Just let off a little bit, sail right through that hole. And almost through it. And just at the last millisecond, 87 slides up, taps my rear, and it's gone for good. I thought for sure I was going to make it. And then I'm spinning, and I'm like, okay, we're alive. Bounce down to the bottom. Okay, we're still alive. We're not, we're just go.
Right.
And I just feathered it in enough to keep it sticking, and there she went.
Jeez, oh Pete.
That was a lot of fun from my angle.
Well, I mean, you got it back straight and pulled off a second. I mean, that's a pretty impressive run, even with a wild crash at the end. So
not bad for my first slow car, fast car ever.
Right. It was like watching one of the Rocky movies, and Rocky hits the dirt, and it's like, who's gonna come up first with it? Like,
yeah,
I had no idea. We didn't know who to call. So
I was like, okay, I can see one car. He's already moving. Like, I guarantee somebody else is gonna be moving off of this. Turns out it was Nicole, and I'm like, I gotta go. Like, we need to get it going. We need to go. We need to get there. We need to get there. I felt like Cletus, just get there.
Right. Well,
no, that was fun.
Not bad for your first one. So I'm sure you'll be back next week for the next one.
Definitely.
All right. Well,
thank you so
good
much.
job on the second tonight, buddy. And we'll catch you a little bit later.
Thank you so much.
Yep. All right. Third place for the night I'm pretty sure Race Control rigged it. I'm just kidding.
I had nothing to do with this.
I got nothing to do with this. I just have to say, are you trying to follow in your husband's footsteps? Because Nicole, you were driving a modified the last 10 laps. I mean, the car's fucking destroyed.
Yeah, so early on, I got tangled up in one of the first couple of cautions, and it wasn't too bad. I was able to use my fast repair, get back out there, and then in the second caution, I think, I ended up with some major wheel damage to the point where the center of my wheel, when I was going through the turns, was like 360.
God.
It was awful, and I think my max speed was like maybe 170.
Oh, Jesus.
So we figured it out. The last caution came out before the white flag, and I was able to take like another like minute and a half of damage, which helped a little bit, but not by much. And yeah, that I was over a half lap down when the leaders took the white flag, and that huge wreck happened, and I went from P11 to P3.
Jesus. Well, we saw you go around. Diesel was watching you. I was watching the front, and then all of a sudden it was, you know, Nicole might pull this off, and then all of a sudden, Miguel's sitting third. You go around him, so obviously you've got third, and it was kind of like, okay, is Miguel going to be fourth, fifth, sixth? Like, where's it gonna fall out at? But yeah. I don't think I've seen a wilder finish.
It was a lot of fun. I mean, early on when everything kind of happened and I knew I had some pretty major damage that I couldn't fully fix, I for sure was like, okay, I'm just going to ride this out. Like, you know, I really did not think that I still had like a place in podium. So, but
you pulled it off.
Yeah, I really don't know how. I had turnip spotting for me, and that huge wreck came out right at the end. And he was like, everybody's dead. Everybody's dead. Just go.
Just go. Oh, God. Well, I like I said, congrats on the P3 tonight. I mean, that's impressive in its own right, especially with a car that was already that tore up.
It was rough.
Because we were wondering if you were even going to be close to the picture. And then when everything went off, it was like, okay, who's coming out of this wreck and actually gonna finish this thing? So,
who's going to roll away from this?
Really? Well, there was actually a car rolling in the back. So, kind of wild how the whole thing finished, but, yeah. So,
it was a lot of fun. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
I think I can say out of all the super speedway racing I've done, I've never seen the entire front pack die.
No.
Like normally there's a
entire field.
There's normally one or two that get out clean. I've never seen everybody.
Right. It's very. I think I've done 187 top split race where that happened, and it was because it was late in a run. Everybody's got their brake bias set funky, and as soon as the wreck starts to happen, everybody starts to brake, and then it's just like the bomb goes off. So. But
AJ,
yes,
I'm not going to count the amount of words. Handful of words for you.
Session's open, guys.
Handful of words for you.
Yeah.
iRacing, not top 10.
Ooh.
You know what? That might happen.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I think that has a chance of making it.
Yeah, so Fast Car Session is live for those that want to jump in and brave the waters.
Did you put two setups in or just the one?
There is two setups. There's a quali and there's a race. Same as the other one. So
well, might have to make a new one.
Why?
Everyone said it wasn't allowing them to put the race setup on, so everyone ran the quali with race tape on that race.
That's not possible. The system does not allow for that. They're hard set.
Yeah.
That's what I was told on the grid.
Well, the quali setup and the race setup are the same. One's just got less fuel and quali tape. That's literally
Okay.
the only difference.
I figured, so that,
Yeah,
I'm like, you guys should be fine. So
Yeah, it's
but-
just tape and fuel. So
okay. Well, if it does it again, then they'll have to figure it out themselves.
Yep.
yeah, they'll figure it out. So
Yeah.
All right,
I need
plan
to.
on joining this one, so I'm gonna hop out, gentlemen.
All right, buddy.
Okay, bye. I AJ, that finished.
That was nuts.
That was ridiculous. We're sitting there in the race control booth, and
Looking
oh no,
at
they're
it like,
loose.
did that
Everybody's
actually-
loose.
Yeah.
Like-
All right, we're gonna use Scott for a minute so I can get my. That was so weird. So I'm reading what Ian even said. It said that the title said quali, but the setup was race tape. So yeah, did it? Ian, did it have full fuel in it? I'm getting my cameras set while we kind of fly around here. All right, thank you, Gary. Kyle Canterbury is going to need his voice when he gets connected. Same thing with Tom.
Gotcha.
So. We got about 20 guys in here already. Trying to make sure that I get my cameras all set before we
Well,
get too
I'm
far
gonna let you
along.
have it. I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna go back down to the race control booth.
Okay, I'll be here.
Yes, sir. We'll see you at the end.
Yep. All right.
And if Ron wins this race, I'm jumping up here before interviews again.
Okay.
Just putting that out there.
Right. Okay, gotta get here. Good Lord, if I could type. Okay, well, it looks like I'm all by myself at this point, guys. Alrighty, so we've got a little bit of practice. We got about 25 minutes, so everybody jump in when they can. Okay, so it did have 22. Yeah, if it had 22 gallons, it's fine. 22 gallons of race tape, that's what she should have. So stick this on most exciting for a little bit here. All right. Well, while we're practicing here, I'm gonna go ahead and use the restroom and get a drink, and I will be right back with you guys. All right. So we are now back. Man, there's guys all over the track slamming into shit. So we got, if I'm rough guessing, about 30 people. As a reminder, these guys are going to have to pit tonight. Or not pit, qualify, I'm sorry. If they do not qualify, they will not make it in. As we will disqualify anything past 43 drivers to try to limit the field down a little bit. Most of that stemming from issues with graphics and whatnot. So, they're going to have to qualify their way into the race tonight. Oh, Stoku, you ain't just a kidding. That was a wild one. We got Corn out here. This is our new choose car for the night. We'll get Robin on screen here in a minute too, but we decided to make it the ugliest thing I've ever seen. If you hit it, that's on you, but you should be able to see it. I think Robin's going to be in the Chevy, so we'll see if we can't find her really quick. She's actually the top of the board right now. So, again, the ugliest choose car, you should be able to see it. It should be pretty obvious. Please don't hit my choose car. We'll go back to most exciting. So about 20 more minutes. If you are a C1.0 and higher and a 1400 or higher iRating, you can get on in here, come have some fun, come hang out with us. This is one of those races that we do that is always a good time for the most part. It's just kind of wild, let loose. 200-mile-an-hour road codes. Yes, you are correct, Diggs. Damn, Marty getting sideways. Oh, and he murders himself down in 4. Wheel? So Dennis given a few different spiels about where our choose car is going to be parked. These guys are definitely going to have to let off tonight. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So hopefully these guys can get it figured out. And I know once I get this done, depending on what time it is, I'm going to go see if I can't hit up Dega. Because, you know, it is Dega week. Still looking for that elusive win. So... This is great watching this here. Battle galore on TV. Yeah, I can believe that. Stick a few things up on screen here for you guys. Get some driver details, car numbers, that sort of thing. We got a pretty big field so far, looking at about 32, 33 cars. So it's going to be a loose one tonight, that's for sure. Holy cow, even these guys are struggling. Oh, one of the choose cars just got annihilated on the backstretch. Holy schmoly. They need to change the setup. These guys are asking about the setup. This is going to be funny. Alrighty. About 15 more minutes, guys. Yeah, it's about 15 and a half minutes, I guess you'd say. So. Diesel Weasel the fastest on top right now, 50.75 in practice. Looking at Gabriel Griffin right now. Looks like a few of these guys must have been watching the old TV because I'm not seeing nearly the spinning I was seeing before. It'd be interesting to see how it plays out. Corn out there ripping it with the choose car. Got Ron back out there. Ugh. Ooh. Tom trying to sneak around the bottom of Ron there. They're both kind of loose. That was weird. I'm gonna look and see. I thought Diesel said something about a paint scheme too. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, we got Diesel in his Mountain Dew knockoff paint scheme. This one cracks me up every time I see it. Cocaine soda. Just way too funny. Oh, that's right. I forgot Diesel's running VR for the first time, which some people might be interested in because I'm going to do a breakdown between single screen, triple screen, and ultra wide 49-inch for the next Tech Thursday, which should be out this Thursday. Should get you some interest into if you're looking at a next upgrade, that sort of deal. About 12 more minutes left. Still got time to get in, guys. I think we've got 24, 26, 28, 30. We got 31 so far, so most everybody's going to make it in because I've got 2 or 3 choose cars. I think I got 2 choose cars tonight. So we've actually got 30 drivers for this one. What are the requirements? Earl, so you've got to have Oh, we can switch to crashes. Let's do that. But Earl, you got to have a 1400 or higher iRating, and a C 1.0 or higher safety rating. So. I think the question is going to be how many people are going to survive this damn thing by the end of it. Aiden getting loose and getting down to the bottom there. Ooh, Marty trying to save it with no spoiler on the back. Damn. That was impressive. Anthony Smith getting a little loose there. Carl Graves with a solid spin and save. That was impressive as well. Nate Bundy's... It all seems in 1 and 2 is where everybody seems to be losing it. Holy shit, Nick Earl's been a member for a year today. You know, it's kind of ironic because I was looking at my TikTok today, and I had a thing come through, and it was a TikTok from the last time that me and Korn raced together without being in a Discord call, and that was the day that we created the ICW Discord. So it's also ICW's Discord, or ICW's 2-year birthday today, which is quite interesting. Somebody's still complaining about my setup. Yeah, pretty much, Nick. Pretty much. Ooh, Gary getting destroyed. Jake Burton getting destroyed on the front stretch as well. We've actually got 2 Gominators tonight. Oh, that is so weird, Nicole. That is very weird. I did not know that. I didn't realize that that was that close, I guess I should say. I'm also kind of working on something that revolves around ICW's 2-year birthday. So I got something special in the works. It should be fun. So you can't flat-foot it all the time. Ron, I don't know, man. I know when we tested this setup, you had to lift. Flat out. It worked awesome. I don't know why they're thinking you can leave it flat out here. It's just not going to work. Oh. Aiden's funny. Aiden's got jokes because apparently he just wants to beat me. Or maybe he wants to be me and he accidentally put the AT in there. Corn's still flying around in the Choose car. At least it's getting some view time, though. I don't know. Nope, Robin's not out on track. She's parked at the moment. He wants to be you. I like it. That's funny. That's hilarious. Ooh, Nate Bundy getting demolished. We got about 5 more minutes, guys. We got about 34 cars signed up, so 32 actual racers. So if you want to get in here, you got about 5 more minutes, and then we're going to get this show on the road. Oh God, Derek just, oh man, Tyler just smoked Derek. Oh man. I don't know if we're going to have to actually DQ anybody tonight because we've got 30, it's still 34 cars. So I know damn well these guys are going to have to pit every caution because these tires are going to be hot. All right, Nick. We'll see if he shows up. I don't know if he will or not. I haven't been advertising on TikTok lately because I've been playing with some rules and, you know, trying to get, I don't want to say like a better quality or racer in here, but trying to clean it up a little bit before we start pushing further and further with it. So, ooh, Tom's loose. Does he keep it off the wall? He barely kisses it and knocks the bumper loose. Shit! There's Derek. Well, Tom died. That's it for Tom. Oh, turnip sliding. That's Farrell. Gary doing donuts down on pit road. See, I think people are starting to realize maybe the bottom ain't the place to be. Rick getting way loose. Woo! right. We get about a minute and a half here, and then these boys will go into qualifying, and we'll get some info up on the screen for everybody. We get just a few more minutes here. Minimize that. Ooh, somebody in the wall back there. Yeah, Nick, you're not wrong. I mean, this place runs like a big Dega, but again, you can't flat foot it. Justin Petrikis gonna go around. Oh, damn! Oh man, Mateo Johnson dead on the backstretch. Yeah, Ian, it's one of those things you've got to get off the gas to be able to manage the tire out. Because if you don't, it's just not going to hold. So I've seen Rob Collier go spinning like crazy and die as well. All right. Looking to see. Okay. All right. These guys are going to get out qualifying. We'll move a couple of things off for the moment. We'll get some race info up for you guys. Again, we're running 87s at iRacing Super Speedway today with a setup that I kind of tweaked from the iRacing Super Speedway iRacing setup. Track temp, we're going to keep it at 65, or well, I should say the weather's 65, track temp is 80. We got 40 laps tonight, one fast repair, unlimited tires and fuel. Beef is banned until I say it's not. But that's pretty much it for info tonight. It should be a good time. I think these guys should be able to manage the tires, especially after they watched how SLOCAR had a fun time with it. We'll see how that goes. I think we wound up at like 36 cars or something like that. We'll have to see. But oh, Earl, you're gonna have to manage the shit out of the tires tonight, especially with them getting that kind of hot. After, yeah, I'm almost wondering if maybe raising the tire pressure up wouldn't have fixed it. See if it would make it a little bit longer before it got hot, but then at the same time, then we're going to make it to where it's not going to have a full contact patch. So could be interesting. We'll have to see. There's some guys throwing down some times. I'd look for that 40 car to move up here very quickly. Man, you still see that car just hopping hard coming out of the corner, even almost like it's getting airborne. Be interesting to see how it plays out for these guys tonight. Rob Collier on screen right now. Tom Gom at the top of the leaderboard with a 52.2. Ooh, Anthony Smith, 51.9. Why do I feel like it's loading shit backwards? I'm trying to understand what happened to this setup. Because it should have loaded the quali setup for this and loaded the race setup for the race. So thank you, iRacing, for completely screwing things up. Ooh, Eric Cap getting hella loose and smashing the inside wall. Qualified with a race setup. See, it shouldn't have done that.
So we'll probably just go one standard set from here on out.
Yeah, guys, I set it up to where the quali setup should have had to have been on for qualifying, and race setup should be on for race. If it's not loading correctly, then it's something with the race session or something.
Yeah, it loaded the qualifying for race.
Make sure that the setup has race tape and a full tank of gas.
It has race tape, full tank of gas, but it's labeled as qual. It's weird.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened, but sorry for any confusion, guys.
My head hurts.
All right. You could try, Kyle, but it's going to be close. Marty, I'm not sure what the hell happened, man. I'm going to have to look at some things later. We only got 42 guys, so we'll see. We even got Kale Spicer in here. Holy shit. All right, so your pole sit are going to be Anthony Smith. We got so many guys. I'm just going to go through the top 5. We got Anthony Smith on pole, Tom Gom to the inside, or actually outside, I'm sorry. Rob Collier starting 3rd, Marty Shamela starting 4th, Justin Burns starting 5th, and then a whole heap of guys after that. So all right, we're getting rolling. Dan, I don't know. I might. We'll see. It depends on what time we get done and how close to race there is. If I make it on time, then probably, if it's going to be a while, then, you know, we'll see what happens. So just kind of depends. All right. Did we wind up? How many cars did we wind up with? Yeah, 42 cars total. Minus the 2 choose cars. So that's a 40 car field for tonight. All right. Anthony Smith's going to bring him to the line as soon as the pace car ducks off, and we're going to get this shit show on the road. Unfortunately, I'm without my chatter group, so you're just going to have to bear with me tonight. We'll go ahead and swap to the ticker. So we've got the best view we can get here. We're off. Holy shit, they're going wide already. Tom gone up to the lead, headed down into turn 1. But Anthony Smith going to take it back, or try to. Oh, there's door banging in the middle. Yeah, everybody kind of fanning out here. 3 wide down the backstretch. Rob Collier says, I want a piece of it. Got some guys backing out already. Marty Shamalia to the lead on the high side. Patrick Connolly, your slow car winner, pushing him. They're going to dive towards the bottom down into 3 and 4 here. I'm actually impressed. A lot of guys running pretty smooth so far. Oh, there's people in the wall. There's a couple spinning in the back. Oh, man, somebody just died hard back there. Holy shit. But it happened in the back half of the field. We'll let some things get spread out a little bit. See how that's going to change things. Oh my God, they're wrecking in the middle of the field. We're going to keep rolling. Holy shit, half the field's wrecked at the back. Oh, there goes one out of the main part of the field. We've only made it 2 laps. Looks like he just went spinning though. Holy shit. Down below the yellow. Patrick Connell leading. Dominator on the high side. Tom's loose. And there's your caution. So we're going to... I think Tom was the cause of that. We're going to see if I can't grab him real fast. He just gets loose. There we go. So top front, or the front of the pack fell apart, and that's where we're at. Are you shitting me, Ron? It threw another minute on your toe once the caution came out? That's the only thing I hate about this place. It takes forever and a damn day to get around here. All right. So we got everybody catching back up. Patrick Connell, your leader right now. Tyler Nichols sitting in second. Quite a few guys on pit road. They still got about 35 laps left. Still early, anybody's game. Diesel trying to drive his car back to the pits. It sounds like he's pretty messed up. He doesn't look too bad, but I guess the right front's kind of knocked off of it. So everybody coming to pit road for some cooler tires, I'm thinking. Looks like Turnip stayed out unless he's gonna pit on the next one. These guys don't have a speed limit, so they can rip right on down pit road, hit their box, get tires, get the heck out. So we're gonna stay with Turnip for a few minutes here. Everybody pits. Couldn't use fourth gear, plus had to serve a 40-second hold. That's bizarre. I didn't realize Keegan Fleckenstein's in here. Good to see Keegan in here. Raced with him actually last night. Had a good time. Oh, the wife is our choose car. So they are choosing. She stopped in that big, ugly Chevy. If you can't figure it out, what are you doing? Turnip, the only one on the high lane. He's going to be your control car for this one. We're going to have people kind of spread out everywhere. Ought to be interesting. Who's in the 73? Oh. Pace cars off. We're off. Burnsy out to the lead. Got Kevin Hayes up there with him. Kevin's on fresh tires, so I expect Burns to kind of back off just a little bit. Just with, you know, the fact that he didn't pit here. We'll see how long he holds on to it. I think everybody kind of figuring out, hey, we're going to have to ease up into the corners a little bit. Tyler Nichols going to take the lead. Marty Shimela going to put it 3 wide up the middle. Oh, shit! Patrick Connell giving him a bad bump. Oh, we're going to see a wreck there for a minute. Ooh, there, Joe Sullivan getting real close to the wall on exit there. Kevin Hayes going to lead across the line that time. Still 3 wide down into 1. Oh, Kevin headed up the track. Burnsy going to be back to the lead. Marty Shimela going to dive it in underneath. 3 wide down the backstretch we go. God, it looks like they're 4 wide back there, actually. Oh, Nick getting loose. He's almost got it saved. Caution is out. Few guys getting pretty happy about that one, I do believe. Tom trying to save his fast repair. Good Lord, that right front on Tom's car is fucked. They are catching the pace car right now. Should let a few guys catch back up. So this will be a short one. They've got a ways to go to get around to the pace car here. So, or not pace car, but before we can shorten the yellow. So should let a few guys catch back up, get back in play here. All that fun jazz. One thing that I should do, and I didn't even think about it, I'm going to open my race control app because then I can help out race control just a little bit here. If it'll ever open. There we go. Move this out of the way. There, now I can help race control a little bit. Ooh, there we go. Looks like Burnsy's gonna stay out again. It's kind of interesting, actually. Looks like we got somebody towed? I'm not really sure. All right, they're going to choose this time. Somebody's asking about the choose car. I have concerns over if Corn's going to get hit. We're going to stay with Corn for a second. Oh, nope, he's not going to get hit. Sounds like we've got it all sorted out. I might have to make an addendum for the rest of the week here, or the rest of the month here at iRacing Super Speedway, because we're going to be here for a few more races. We're probably going to do an ARCA car race middle of this week, just as a test with the new ARCA car. That'll be a wide open FASCAR event, one shot. We'll see how it goes. And then obviously we'll be back to the normal stuff. Oh my God, they're getting loose in the back. How do you wreck in the back unless you didn't pit? So Kyle Carpenter, your leader right now. Marty Shamela second. Turnip trying to hang with him. They're bumper to bumper to bumper headed down into 3. Good Lord. Marty is right up behind Kyle. They are moving. Let's put the dashboard up. We'll see. 209, 215. Good Lord. Oh, Kyle's around in front of the whole field. Holy smokes. Tyler flipping. Dear God. Let's go back to the moment of caution. Looking to see where the button got pressed. I don't even see it. Am I missing it? Just tons of chaos. Okay. Well, that was interesting. I wasn't expecting half of a field killer. Pace car's headed into 1. Man, Marty's got a big old ding in the front of that car. Looks like guys are still trying to figure out how to drive this thing down into the corner. Let's see if... I'm curious to see if Turnip stays out here again, because he stayed out the last 2 cautions. But it's been paying off for him, so I don't know. This may work out for him if he stays out again, but I think... Yep, he's headed down to pit road. All right. I do believe this is going to be a short caution again. Robin's already parked on the back stretch. We will go ahead and get pointed at Robin. Rear chase that. Marty's going to be our control car for the restart, so it doesn't matter where he goes, high or low. Everybody's starting to do the choose. Most of the pack is gone, so we'll go back here. Kyle, it happens, man. I was wondering if you're going to be able to hang on to it. Definitely a wild entry on that one. It's just tough here with this car, I think, because of the fact that it just doesn't let the tires cool off at all because of the speed. So, well, JD, we're going, man. You know, we're 13 laps into FASCAR. We already had 2 field killers for the night. The end of SLOCAR, you're gonna want to go back and watch that. Marty Shimalo's off. That's how it always is, Kyle. We got Dennis running race control tonight, so doing a pretty solid job. Nope, we're gonna clear the 30. We got one spinning in the back there. Not sure who that is. Marty Shimala is still your leader. He's got that nose damage, so I'm not sure if it's going to hurt him here. Oh, who do we got? We got Damian Conrad entering the chat. First time we've seen him up near the front all night. He's going to take it on the high side. Oh, damn. Hang on to her, Damien. Marty's still going to be your leader. He's all off by himself, but they're going to close back in on him. Kevin Hayes going to take it around the outside, see if he gets any help. Got the 29 of Jake Burton trying to snake it in there. He's going to take it to the lead. Man, it really pops funky out of the corner from what I can see. Almost 4 wide down the front stretch. Oh, and there goes Patrick Connell in front of the field. Good golly. Let's see if we can we're going to come back and check this out. See what happens here. Yep, it just wrecked the shit out of it. Not really sure. But that's the second time we've seen it. Nothing's different from one race to the other, so I don't understand why we'll run one way or run so many laps one way and then so many laps another, and it just ends badly. So I've got Justin Burns as your leader. Oh. Yeah, so we're at the pace car. We're not quite to the halfway point yet. Horn's going to be our choose car after everybody clears him in a little bit. We got a few guys getting laps back as we speak. Got about a quarter of the field, it looks like, down on pit road. Burns is going to stay out again. Highly, highly interesting. Well, maybe we're not choosing this time. Maybe I think Dennis might have decided to give him a long caution here, so. Well, I think, Dig, what's happening is when somebody runs to the front, I think it's getting the tires too hot on the run. Then they start to settle in front of somebody, and then that's all she wrote. Why is Turnip dropping clear all into my chat? Yeah, I definitely think Turnip's in the wrong chat. Yeah, Dig, I think what's happening is they're just getting way, way hot. What's up, Diesel?
Well, I just got out of the infield care center.
Okay, so you were in the car.
Yep.
Tell me, what is it in this race that is going wrong?
Honestly, I think people just aren't lifting and they're cooking their tires off because they're spinning for absolutely no reason.
Well, me and Dick were just talking about this in the chat, and I think what's happening is you've got a lot of guys rushing for the front, and when they get to the front, that's great. But I think what's happening is by the time they get there, the tires are so superheated.
Oh yeah,
they can't do anything with it. So
yeah, I think that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, I think that in the non-lifting side of things is not helping. So, but we'll see. A lot of time left. I see Ron up 24 spots, or 20 spots to 7th. And I see Kale Spicer sneaking in here too. I see him up on the high lane. All right. Burns, going to bring him to the line? We still got some damaged cars out there too, so this ought to make things interesting. We're off. Burns still leads. I also find Turnip's strategy kind of interesting. Oh, if he don't get turned in a second. Hold on. He was just getting bumped through the corner. Holy shit. He's been not pitting every time.
Oh yeah, I only pitted to get damage fixed that first time.
Well, I figured you'd want to at least pit and get the hot tires off.
I haven't been pushing hard enough for that to be an issue.
We got Damien up in the lead now. Man, that thing... I thought I had this fairly decent, but it looks like it's jumping out of the corner. Like when you come back onto the front stretch, it looks like it's leaping off the pavement.
Huh.
Ooh, there's a lot of wiggling going on. Patrick Connell all the way up to the wall. Looks like they keep it straight.
But for how long? That is the question.
Looking to the bottom, headed into 3. Well, Kevin Hayes is going to lead him across the line this time, unless Damien gets there before he does. 3 wide down the front stretch, headed down into 1. 4 wide. Oh,
that's risky.
Yep, Rob catches it. Woo! There's a lot of guys that got hella loose there. My God. Kevin Hayes back to the lead. Marty Shamela on the bottom. Kevin going to seal that off. Take it away from him. We're definitely starting to see the pack stretch out at this point.
Honestly, that's good. It needs to stretch out a little bit because they are just battling too hard to be that close together.
Well, and I'm still seeing 3 wide. I'm not seeing the risky 4 wide moves at this point.
Yeah, they're still going 3 wide.
Yep, Marty Shamela back to the lead. Tyler Nichols pushing away. They're definitely
Kevin Hayes trying to get back up there.
Yeah, they're definitely organized on the bottom. Like it seems like everybody's right in a row. Anybody outside of the bottom, they seem to stagger. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing headed into the corner because at least it gets some air on the nose.
Oh, somebody's heading to the pits with damage.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that is.
3 wide, 2 deep.
Yep. Down into
Oh,
one.
four wide.
4 wide. I'm waiting for the 5.
Oh, there it goes.
Tyler
There it
gets
goes.
loose. How many people can...
Oh.
Oh, God. Damien hit the wall hard.
Ooh, I think Ron
Oh.
just squeaked out of it.
Did he make it?
I think
I
so.
got Rob
He
Collier,
got
Justin
real
Burns,
close to the wall.
Patrick Connell. Tyler's a little damaged. Jake Burton, not too bad. Kyle Canterbury's clean. I think John Gregg made it through. Gary Freeman. Ron's clean. And Nate's clean. That's your top 10. Kale is missing his nose cone. Kevin Hayes, yeah, it's a little beat up, not terrible. Gabriel's looking pretty good. Scott's clean. It looks like most everybody just spun.
There was some people getting damaged, but yeah, most people spun. Some got into the wall, though. Also, I got to say, this is a completely different experience in VR.
Oh, I'm sure. Better or worse? Or just kind of weird?
It takes some getting used to, and I will say, when you are on somebody's bumper, you know you're on their bumper. Like, it just looks 5 times bigger than on a screen. It's also nice being able to just look to the side and actually see people.
Right. I'm sure that's handy.
Yeah, I mean, I had that webcam-based thing going for a while, but it helps, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't compare to full VR.
Everybody coming down pit road.
Oh, yeah. After that, those spins, they need tires.
Well, it looks like Aiden blew through pit. It's like he pitted, but he didn't want to pit, but he did pit. I don't know. Rob down and away. So Scott's on the lead lap, and he's actually going to be your leader. So 15 laps left to go. Turnip made one other pit road stop, like the third caution, I think. Okay, Scott wants an EOL. Unless he just went to the... Yeah, so Rob Collier's going to be your control car.
Is King missing a wheel? He seems to be off the pace. Wait, that might not be King. Who's in the rusted car?
That is Scott. Scott dropped below the yellow because he just got his laps back and he wanted an EOL. So
got it.
Pace car off. Rob Collier going to lead him to green.
Drift.
We're off.
That is a lot of Thunderbirds. Ooh,
we got
nicely
John
moved by the 43.
Yeah, John Gregg just throwing a hardcore move down through the middle.
He made it stick.
We're gonna do, I think we're gonna do Gen 4s here next Sunday. So
oh God.
Gen 4 should
Well,
be fine.
At least you can bump draft with them now.
True, very true. So, Rob Collier going to be your leader coming across the line. 13 to go. We got a whole group of cars down on pit road. But now we're going to start, I think, start to see some green flag laps.
I think you might be speaking too soon.
Yeah, they're pretty stretched out at the moment. As long as nobody gets real wild.
All it takes is somebody not lifting enough.
That's true too. Like I said earlier, we're also going to do kind of an impromptu race with the ARCA cars here. Probably not here. We'll probably run them at Talladega just as a good tryout. We'll do that at some point this week, so I'll have that announced once I figure out a day to do it. So, because it is week 13.
I really hope I can take part.
Also, the car tomorrow will make an appearance here at some point in the next month. So be ready for that.
Didn't we do that once before in one of the early FASCARs?
Yes. Car tomorrow works really good here because of the fact that it's straight line and everything. It tends to work the best here, not so much at Talladega and Daytona. And now that I know how to tune that car, we can actually get a setup that works really well. So... So Ron looks like he's leading that second pack. Rob Collier's still out in front of the lead pack. And it looks like Justin Bell is a lap down car right in front of this pack.
By the way, I clocked Ron at 221 going into the corner a couple laps ago.
I'm not surprised. We got Rob at 216-ish, 17, down in at 219. These cars are boogieing. RJ, we're definitely going to do Gen 4 here, so it should be a real good time. It'd be nice to have the new Gen 4 car already, but we'll have to wait till season 3 for that. Yep. My God. When they go by that stationary cam, it's so damn loud. I think Rob is forcing everybody to manage their tires a little bit because they're pushing, but they're not getting super crazy. 43 down to the bottom. Gonna try and probably, I don't know if he's gonna drop back or what he's gonna do because they just left him like a freight train at the station. Holy cow. Rob Collier continues to lead, and in the words of Dennis Scott, he's cooler than the backside of a pillow. You know, I didn't realize that guy's been gone like 15 years at this point.
Jesus.
That guy was funny, too, especially when it came to Sports Center. It's literally a 6-car breakaway from everybody else.
Yeah, and the second pack keeps going 2 and 3 wide, so they're not going to be able to catch up.
Not helping them. Yes, Stuart Scott, thank you. I knew I screwed that up. Why did I say Dennis? I don't know why I said Dennis. I loved him, and I'm trying to think of the other. Was it Patrick? Not Patrick Stewart. Patrick's loose. Do they throw a caution? Single car spin. So I'm gonna guess. Oh, he demolished the right front of that car. So now it's a 3-car breakaway at the front. go back and take a look at.
Ooh. The number 10's right front wheel just fell off.
Yeah, he's. It's pretty demolished.
Yeah, it was bouncing, and then it just said bye.
It left the chat. So back to the battle for the lead. Ooh, there's two other cars that are joining this party again. There was Dan Patrick and Chris Berman, and I'm trying to think of the other guy. I could see his face. He actually had a news talk show or a news thing on CNN, I think, at some point. I cannot remember his name. I can see his face.
You know, it's kind of funny. I have my replay set to focus on crashes. It will not leave this second group.
Probably a solid indication on where it might come from.
I mean, we do have Ron and Gary in that group, as well as Eric Cap.
Yeah, I see him fanning out back there. Rob Collier going to continue to lead. Nick's hounding him. Nope, those. Oh, who's the? I'm trying to think of who the other guy was from Sports Center. It was his co-host. I'm trying to remember who.
Ooh, 18 got a little bit weird.
I see Kyle Canterbury dropping off the back of this front pack. Keith Olbermann, that's who I was thinking of, yes.
We only have a few laps to go. They may finish green.
There's only 5 to go. Patrick Connell just rolling around the bottom trying to keep it going in case they get a caution. Who is Steve Sabol? That 43 keeps trying to go by himself, or maybe he's trying to see if anybody will go with him. They're about to put Kevin Hayes a lap down. 4 laps to go. Turnip gets put to the high side by himself. I think he's going to slot in behind the 43, maybe? Oh, I used to watch Sports Center before I went to school in the morning just to watch Oberman and Patrick go at it. It was hilarious. Mr. Darlington just got DQ'd from Dega. Mr. Darlington. Who is Tom talking about?
That's a good question.
Mr. Darlington. Tom, text me what you're trying to talk about there, bud. Unless we're talking about you. How are we doing, money? Man, Nick is working with Keith, and they're trying...
Sam Mayer?
Who is Tom? Tom, I have no... Oh! Oh, okay. I know who he's talking about. I know who he's talking about now. I didn't know that dude was still around.
Oh.
You know who he's talking about now?
I think... I don't know, actually.
2 laps left to go. Collier still leads. Diesel, I'm going to send it to you in a PM. There you go. it was funny because I was literally just talking about that guy.
Him.
I got talking about that guy the other day, and I was like, I haven't seen that guy in a while. And of course, he pops up. What's funny is he's the guy that complained about the graphics at Martinsville being incorrect.
Okay.
Because they were from 2009, and the track needed to be rescanned because it needed to be updated. Mind you, it hadn't been repaved at all in that time. Collier still leads. Final lap.
White flag.
Yeah. Canterbury down on the bottom side by himself. Warfield shuffled back. Does John Gregg make a move for the front?
Second pack is 3 wide right now.
Oh boy. That can only end bad. Warfield
Yeah,
coming back.
I'm expecting death.
John Gregg to the bottom. Oh shit! Warfield's loose. He's still in the gas. Holy shit! Nick might actually pull it off if he catches.
I swear, if he wins, they're crashing in the back.
It's
And
down to
Ron is
Collier
taken
Gregg.
out.
Collier throws the block. It's all Rob's here at the line.
Ron is not happy.
I got to go back and see what happened to Ron, but Burnsy, so it was Collier, Gregg, and Burns.
Nice.
I want to go see what happened here.
Well, it started with the 5.
Well, the 18 gives a bad bump. Ron tries to miss. I got to come back. I want to come back and see what happened. Ron still finished 13th. Oh, he got into Scott as he tried to clear the 5.
I think Scott and the other car came up a little bit, but I can't tell from the angle.
Yeah, I got to roll back and do a far chase on it. I'm just trying to figure out what exactly happened. Far chase it. Because I think he just tries to miss the 5. Oh, no, I see what happened. I can see what happened now.
Well,
I think I could see what happened. I don't know if Ron gets a netcode off the right side.
I'm not seeing a netcode.
Well, it kind of, Ron's car does something funky, right as he goes past the car. Because it looks like he's fine. Because he goes to the left. They both kind of come up for the same piece of real estate. And away they go.
I think that, now this is just speculation, but I think that when Ron turned hard left to avoid him, it may have unsettled the car.
But I'm also looking at the 18 here. Because he comes right up to the back of the 5 and just boom. So I don't know. Let's get the results up on screen. Good Lord, if I can remember my buttons. We're gonna get rid of that. So
also,
Rob,
My Little Pony Paint won this.
Did it? Rob's driving? Okay, hold on. We gotta get Rob in here anyways. He's sitting in the broadcast booth. Yeah, we're gonna I'm pulling him in right now. All right, Rob. I know you got the win, but I have to ask. That's a My Little Pony paint scheme, right?
Yeah, we got that friendship. Come on now, it's Super Speedways. Everyone has to be friends now.
Oh God, don't talk to JD McHaley, because I bet him in a moon car race a month and a half ago, if I beat him, he had to run a My Little Pony paint scheme, and Homeboy created one that is over the top. And word is, he's putting it on Trading Paints for anybody to use. So you might check. You might go check it out.
And I figured a Pontiac was the best fit for this too, since I run all 4 cars, and then
right.
That's like the Pontiac seems like the friendship car, so we'll all be friends in the Pontiac.
Oh my God. Well, you survived the chaos.
Yeah. About the chaos.
So the question I have, I mean, you've driven a number of setups. I've driven a number of setups. Did I miss the mark, or was it better than the iRacing setup? Because when we tested it, it seemed a whole lot better.
So it might be better overall. I mean, honestly, it feels a lot slower than the iRacing setup, just driving it. The one thing I harp on everybody, it's like, if you're running something more than 5 laps, you have to have a 60% spoiler on this car.
Yeah.
You just have to.
Yeah. Well, I thought about it, but the problem that we had with the iRacing setup is the sucker was so tight, it would push for the wall.
Yeah, because that's just what iRacing does with this car and anything fast.
So I was trying to get it to, I was trying to get it to settle and actually turn. And it seemed to work. Like I said, in our test sessions, we ran probably 15 laps, no problem. So it was, it was kind of weird.
When you run the appropriate line, you know, like what I was doing around there, it's like,
right.
Yeah, the car settled in and just fine. It was good to go. Because I just half throttled over the hump, and once the car settled, I was flooring it throughout. So,
yeah, and that was kind of one of those things in something that we've seen here in the trucks. I mean, I don't know how many times I've raced a truck here, and the truck slams and then it slides for the top of the corner.
Yep.
So, and like I said, it's iRacing Super Speedway, so the chaos is high.
Part of it, I'm just gonna be honest. Most people, they drive off their hood. And here, they can't. That just doesn't work. You actually have to know where you're going.
Well, and
like you said with the truck, that's what's happening there.
Right. And how many times do you see it where somebody clips the apron diving into the corner and then it unsettles and the whole field gets murdered? So, yeah, I knew this one was going to be chaos. I tried to set it up, to where it would at least handle better. I didn't care if I slowed the car down too much, because I mean the car's already going to rip here. And if I pull a little bit of speed away from people, it probably isn't going to hurt anything either. So,
yeah, just so you're tracking on that last run, my most weared out tire was my left rear. And that's just with the over rotation, you're just grinding it.
Right.
And that's after, unfortunately, when Junior got his hands on this car and fucking broke it. That's the one tire which if you just abuse, most people aren't going to be able to handle the car. So.
Right. I wonder if we just need to work on it a little bit more and flip it to the other, get it to force it to the other side. So,
like here, I think that's one of the places where if you get it to rely on the right front, you'll get a much better product. So
yeah, probably right. So, all right. Well, I appreciate the feedback, but congrats on the win tonight.
Yeah, so. It's like, I'm just glad I didn't die again there. It's like trying to come back up through. It's like, I'm just waiting to die again. Someone just dying.
Well, we got Gen Force here next week, so you could join some more chaos if you want to get really stupid. Plus, it's week 13. I mean, anything's possible.
Hell, I might say it's mostly like, why don't you just do the ARCA here?
I'm gonna try and run that middle of the week at some point because I've got a league that I got to test that for. So, we're gonna do
that's 2 tests.
That's true. That is true. Because I wanted to test it at Daytona or Talladega, one of the two. So I figure we'll do something middle of the week for FASCAR and we'll just leave it wide open and see what happens.
There you go.
So, all right, buddy. Well, congrats on the win tonight. Enjoy the rest of the night, and we'll talk to you later.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Yep. All right. That was Rob Collier, everybody. We're going to grab Justin Burns and talk to him. Hi, Turnip.
Howdy.
Okay, I gotta ask, what was with the strategy tonight?
What, with me not pitting?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't notice a difference between taking tires and not taking tires. I mean, they're heating up, but you know, it's still manageable.
Okay.
I just wanted to stay up front because they were overdriving it and rotating it in the back of the pack, and I didn't want to be stuck back there in all of that mess. So I just figured if I'm just up front most of the time, I can manage my tires and keep them under me and just hope for the wrecks later on.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, because there were a couple of times where we've seen you stayed out. I'm like, man, I'd want to put some different tires on that thing at some point. So
yeah, I mean, I stayed out the first 2 cautions. The only reason I went in on the 3rd one was because I was damaged.
Right.
And then I stayed out the next one, and then I only went in again after I had 15 laps on those tires. So
okay, all right. I mean, it seemed to work out.
Yeah.
especially the fact that you snuck in there for a third. I like what Ron said. There was a lot of overdriving everywhere, not just the back.
You know, I think I could have had a first there. I kind of bobbled my car in 3 and lost a lot of time to that. But I think if I would have been able to maintain it, I would have been able to pull off a second, maybe a first. But
yeah, well, still a good run tonight, especially with only pitting twice. So
yeah, no,
I mean,
you can't
really complain. So
no.
All right. Well, congrats on the third, buddy. I'm gonna let you go so I can get this thing closed out, and I will catch up with you a little bit later.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, that's all I've got. Diesel, you got anything?
Well, good luck to everybody in the infield care center.
Right. All right. Well, we're gonna get this thing closed out. Guys, keep an eye out on the Discord and the YouTube channel. We're gonna do some different things with week 13 coming up. There's not a lot of officials, so we'll probably see some hosteds. I'm sure the rest of the crew will be throwing some hosteds together. I know I'm gonna put a FASCAR together with the ARCA car at some point during the week here, as long as I can get people to help. Yeah, I mean, outside of that, the next time for sure that you'll catch us is going to be next Sunday. Like I said, I don't know about in between. It's just going to depend. I will be streaming my league race Wednesday. I forgot about that. I will have that on the stream, so you'll want to catch that. Yeah. On that note, everybody, have a good night. Have a good start to the week. And if we don't catch you before then, we'll catch you guys all on Wednesday.